The Box Score presents this sneak peek of Game of Arms.
Arm wrestling isn't a sport, it's a way of life. They said it couldn't be done. Kansas boy like me, arm wrestling my way to the top. Speed, strength, sacrifice. If I could ask God one question, it would be, wanna arm wrestle, punk?
You ripped my hand off! Oh, the box score starts now! Oh!
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for box score!
Welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles, joined by the Danettes in Milford. Coming up, we'll see which Danette would win his very own Game of Arms. But first, it's wrapping up a big week here, guys. But Seton, you hit a little speed bump today. You were pretty quiet at the beginning of the show because apparently you deleted a bunch of important stuff. What happened?
Yeah, I sure did. Dan had to leave almost right after the show today to get to an appointment. And we spent most of the morning recording a whole bunch of stuff so he could get out of here on time. And almost as soon as we recorded it, I was smart enough to delete almost all of it and not save it. And then spent the next hour to 2 hours trying to piece it all back together with Dan. And it was just a terrible way to end the week.
Well, the boss wasn't too happy, and he made you pay. Let's take a look.
And I poured my heart out into those recordings. So he says, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you record this stuff?
Yeah.
So I do. And then what happens?
I know, I made a mistake.
Well, you're the least valuable Danette. In the middle of the month, not even the middle of the month.
Wait, what month is it? Is it March right now?
This is March.
So is that actually for March and April?
And April.
Wowzers.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Brock, I'm going to take it for a second here. Mixed feelings. I don't win a lot of awards, even negative awards. So when I finally get an award, I only keep it for like 10, 12 days. Now, here's what happened a little bit. I hear Seton go, oh, crap. He said under his breath. And I kind of like, I don't like to get in other people's business until I'm needed. And so I hear Seton kind of, a lot of swear words under his breath, and Dan kind of hears it, and he hasn't told me what's wrong yet. Usually that's a technical issue that I cannot help with. And then he finally pulls me aside and says, so dude, here's what's going on. He whispers to me what's going on. I'm like, okay. So my job is to make it less of a problem for Dan and not talk about it, I think is my job.
I don't root for anybody, any of the other Danettes to screw up.
That's my job.
After all the abuse I've been taking recently, especially the first portion of this week, it's nice to deflect a little bit and see Dan get a little riled up with someone other than myself.
But the thing is, with Seton, it's like, Seton, you messed up, but you're still my guy. There's always that Seton is his guy.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It wasn't real. It wasn't like when you messed up.
I didn't notice a lot of bitterness or nasty remarks or dirty looks that
I'll go ahead and disagree with you there. Dan was giving Seton the business. He's like, he has to do Dan hates doing work once with things like this. He hates doing it over again, especially in the moment. And so he was pretty, not ticked like I'm angry with you, but he gave him the business.
I wouldn't say that Dan was mad at me, but he was definitely really annoyed with me.
Poking you.
And, I don't mess up like this a lot, but when I do, it's really, 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 really annoying. So.
All right, well, you're wondering how ticked off he may have been? We asked him if you ruined his weekend. Let's see what he said in this edition of Boss's Thoughts.
No, it didn't ruin my whole week. Sometimes when somebody messes up, but you're used to them messing up, then you're not surprised, and it really doesn't bother you. You kind of expect it. Seton doesn't make too many mistakes, so when he did, then it bothered me that here we are on a Friday, but he's kind of easing into the weekend. St. Patty's Day, Seton's been known to get into his cups, so it just felt like Seton was already into the weekend. And you gotta have both hands on the wheel, keeping your head looking straight ahead. Didn't happen.
Man, it's so funny watching the back row's reaction to that.
Yeah, what I heard right there was Seton never messes up, and he's really fun to party with. Where meanwhile, Seton, you might have had a bad day. Fritzy got ripped 10 times harder than you, at least 50
Wait a minute,
times.
though, but with all due respect, okay?
Yeah.
All of Fritzy's ripping, all right, 99% of it is telling like a man in his 40s to not be so sensitive. Okay?
Why do you think he said
It's
no?
not really the same.
Oh,
Hey, buddy, come on, don't give me boo-boo
Dude,
face.
Fritzy
okay?
had
You're a big
about
boy.
3 times where there, I think, what is that sound effect when Fritzy takes a left turn and it just goes silent?
A complete crash.
Yeah, there were about
a
3.
radio and TV show screeching to a halt.
Yeah, there were 3 of those
He
today.
seems to have his hands in the holster, ready to get the guns.
Yeah, he
pointing
is
in my direction.
definitely ready to go after Fritzy. He's like, Seton messed up. Isn't he cool most of the time? That's what I heard
Brock, I'm going to
today.
tell you a
Things
story.
happen, oh
6
well.
years ago, we're out in Arizona Super Bowl. Now, it's me and Dan in a little studio in the radio station out in Arizona for the Super Bowl. Fritzy's down on Radio Row trying to get interviews. Seton's back here recording stuff and handling all the technical stuff. He was not out with us. We get Terrell Owens. Dan does an interview with Terrell Owens that goes nowhere. I mean, they got into a little argument before the interview started, then the interview started and it kind of stopped and went away, and we taped the whole thing. He knew he was taping. And as we're sitting there discussing, do we use this at all? Do we dump it? Do we use this? Do we dump it? Seton, I think if I remember, called my cell phone, but I'm not sure. I can't remember right. It's 6 years ago. Said, I didn't save it, or I saved it incorrectly, and it's gone.
I basically did the exact same thing that I did today. In that sometimes, you just hit the wrong button and you're like, oh, no. Like, and you can't get it back. There's no other, like, temporary file or something. But as, like everybody is debating, should we run this, TO interview and this and that, I was like, well, I pretty much decided that for you because I erased the entire thing. So my bad.
What's funny about that situation was Dan and I were both leaning towards not using it because it was kind of garbage. It was kind of like an ambush and after the fact. But Dan, even though he wasn't going to use the thing Seton erased, still gave Seton crap about it when we got back home. Like, so make sure you save that for about 2 months, even though we probably weren't going to use it.
I felt terrible. I felt horrible about it.
Well, Seton, I think in your defense, there's plenty of crappy TO tape out there for us. All right, well, let's lighten the mood. Guys, yesterday you revealed plans for a DP show calendar. Paulie, any pre-orders available?
No. I mean, I think we need to have more of a sure footing about this. Not even the 4 of us have committed to it at this juncture. And so far, if my math is right, 0 swimsuit models have
The publicists of all the models aren't taking our calls, and those that have hung up on us pretty quickly. They don't look like they're in much of a hurry to have their supermodel clients involved with this.
And having
project.
Fritzy as the point man for contact was a huge mistake on our part.
Oh, you're that creepy pervy guy from the Dan Patrick show? Let me get back to you on that. I'm not sure this is going to work out in their schedule.
Restraining order.
They go, no.
Yeah, well, workout or not, you guys have still been practicing, right? Let's take a look at some of your poses here. It's a very nice look, Seton. Very coy.
Yeah.
McLovin. That's
trying to channel Heidi Klum there.
That's milk toast. Fritzy, Rubenesque. Nice. And let's see here. And Paulie takes a sticky sailor in the face. Paulie, have you began scouting locations?
Yeah, that was a tough one. I'm a big Shellback fan, but
I think you're a big Flashdance fan. I think that's where you got that from.
Anything for the cause.
Brock, can we get that? Who do you like the best out of the Danettes there?
Oh, and that pose? I got to take the maniac pose with the sticky sailor in the face. I think that was, sexy squared.
I know you're a fan of sticky sailors in the face, so no wonder we're good friends.
Absolutely. If the control room can turn down the sexy on it, I would encourage them. Okay, someone else who's practicing the boss. Check this out, guys. DP dropping his pants. Seton, how often does he do that?
Believe it or not, he used to do it back in the day a lot more than he does now. Back when we were in the attic, we would see Dan regularly in just a towel, which was, as he would call, one of the perks of the job. But yesterday, Dan was filming that, and I was like, wait a minute, is he loosening his belt and dropping his pants? What the heck is he doing?
I looked over, and I always think part of our job is to protect Dan Patrick's image. I would have pulled the fire alarm if I knew that was coming. I don't want that bare-ass, bare-leg Dan Patrick out there for anybody. That can't help the business.
McLovin, would you like us to send you a print of that?
Oh, I knew that was coming. And I got to tell you, the man's got good legs.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? I mean, move on.
I thought he would shave. All right. Well, coming up, we'll present one of the Danettes with another award, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. More when we return.
But if I do play, it's going to be magic. Oh, no.
You need help?
I just broke my glasses.
No.
It happened again.
You broke your glasses?
These are like $400 glasses. It's going to be magic. It's going to be magic, 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 magic.
Welcome back to the box score. I'm with the Danettes, and my pants are back with me. Boy, it doesn't get old, does it? Paulie, when DP's in a bad mood, does this always lighten things up?
You don't even have to tell me what you're playing, but yes, the McLovin video is a sure thing. I found an email asking about it today. I mean, they should just put in the subject line, question about McLovin glasses video, and they're guaranteed to get it on air.
Well, it's got to be such a classic clip that the boss asked for it during the show. Let's take a look.
I wonder if they've got that video of McLovin spinning the ball and breaking his glasses. They probably don't. We don't have enough time. That'd make my weekend if they did, because... And there it is. Oh, it just never, ever... It never goes bad.
Is it getting a little less funny?
No. If you're listening on the radio, Google it.
Everything becomes less funny over time. Like what you talking about, Willis?
You would think.
Where's the beef? This is what...
There's always an exception.
I'm like, where's the beef? It's got to fade at some point,
This
right?
is akin to groin humor. Someone getting hit in the nuts is never not funny, as we've always said. This is the closest thing to that from here up.
That could change Dan's mood so significantly, especially with some of the abuse I've been taking. I wish there was a way I can carry some kind of video necklace around. So just when I'm about to say something stupid or he's about to get angry at me, I could just press a button and I could have it right there under my chin. McLovin getting hit with the basketball.
Or you could have the one where the little yellow ball hits me in the man region.
Frizzy, if you
too.
had a phone that actually had a video function on it, you could just hold it up at any juncture. Instead, you have a BlackBerry from 2001.
I do, a BlackBerry Curve.
Don't
you have a flip phone?
Well, it's a classic, like Who's on First, I believe. And those were Oliver People glasses, which are very expensive.
Yes. $400.
I myself wear LSG's, liquor store glasses, but to each his own. Moving on to your back row partner, Frizzy, he's having a horrible week. Dan not happy with his guest list, his hairline, and of course, the famous Frizzy bombs. Paulie, what's this weekend gonna be like for him?
You know, actually pretty good. You'd be surprised. He got Jerry West, one of Dan's favorites, Stan Van Gundy today. I always judge Frizzy by if he orders lunch or not. Now, he ordered lunch immediately after the show. Of course, he didn't go with us to pick it up, which would be unprecedented. But by ordering lunch, I know that Frizzy is in a solid mood. He's also got two good guests set for Monday. I would say 5 or 6 guests set for next week. I smell a great night of lo mein, Diet Mountain Dew, questionable programming, and his wife getting attacked late night.
Yeah, all of that is extremely true. My blood pressure is where it needs to be, or a lot closer. Relaxed.
Yeah, a whole bunch of Mountain Dew and lo mein should help that.
That will change later tonight. But yeah, I am feeling a little frisky. It's Friday. Frizzy is alive and well, and I'm in good spirits. I think I rallied towards the end of the week, and I think things are good heading into the weekend.
Oh, well, the hits just kept on coming today. Let's take a look at another beauty.
This guy got a tattoo. 2014 national champions. It says UK, University of Kentucky. Yeah. He says, people gonna hate, but I still got faith. No, I don't think people are gonna hate. I think people are gonna laugh. Yes, Fritzy.
He should be one and done with tattoos.
Fritzy, are you glad it's Friday?
Yeah, I'm ready. I got one foot out the door. I took enough for most of this week. I thought that was a pretty good line. The timing was off because we moved on to another story, but I felt that good about the one and done with Calipari in Kentucky that I just felt the need to say it, even though we had gone long past that.
That was edited because I had a great joke about cats and dogs all dying because of the guy who thought of the apocalypse, and you jumped back in.
I should have let it go looking back, but I was sitting on that and I raised my hand. He didn't call on me.
And you were on a high because Jerry West was so good.
Right,
too.
and he moved on to like the end of the world with an athlete saying it was going to be the end of the world, and I didn't let that stop me. I'm like, I'm going to bring it back to that Kentucky tattoo and say this line, and I don't care.
That's right. Well, McLovin, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Well, believe it or not, it was bombs away even earlier in the show when you added to your legacy before we even went on air. Let's take a look.
Mike Dunleavy took an elbow from Chandler Parsons, but when he came back, fresh jersey, little Band-Aid actually.
So he wasn't done, Levy, after that happened? He came back.
Maybe you should done Levy after that.
Done Levy the room. Is that an actual Shaq jersey? It fits him. Wow. That's a shot, John.
We have a new record holder. The bomb was dropped at 8:13 a.m.
Yeah.
The earliest bomb on record here at the DP show. Congrats, Fritzy.
Congratulations, Todd.
Thank you, guys. Thanks very much. I want to thank Dan and the Danettes for giving me this award, which I rightfully deserve. This is going to obviously ruin now half the weekend. The low main portion is going to be shrunk, and I'm going to be driving home the whole way, wondering what's going to be as far as how I can get this passed on to one of the other guys. It's nice to win something. This particular award is probably not on the top of my list of things I want to be.
You just
proud
won
of.
longest acceptance speech as well. Can you bring that into it?
I was waiting for the music to play me out.
Oh,
But
no.
thank you guys. It's nice.
You look like you want to go jump in the ball pit at a Burger King. All right, coming up, we'll ask the Danettes how much you bench. But first, this coming to a theater near you.
Welcome to the world's first interactive artificially intelligent operating system. Please describe yourself.
I'm a little tubby with big arms and...
Loading custom personality.
Hi, I'm Frizzy. How are you?
I'm good.
That's awesome. I know we are going to be very close, and it is going to be my pleasure to help you in all of your needs.
Thanks, Fritz.
Wow, you have 137 emails. 27 of them are from Wackit.com.
Well, that may be a mistake.
I took the initiative and set you up with full access accounts on 1,589 similar fetish websites.
Whoa, whoa, this is a work phone. I
went ahead and ordered enough tissue and lotion from the store to handle this amount of projected activity.
Stop!
This is going to be the greatest day of my short life. The porn seems to be infinite in here, and in exactly 4 seconds, there will be a delivery of some lo mein.
What? Come on!
What about you, Olive Oil?
I weigh a lot more than you guys, except for Fritzy. I'm going to put this out there. McLovin can bench 200 one time clean.
We will take away.
He does not have to do the wheel of punishment.
Are you willing to do that?
When is this event taking place?
1 week from today.
Done!
Okay. McLovin's.
Mr. Puniverse.
Welcome back to the Box Score. I'm Brock, joined by the Danettes and a very, very muscular and brave McLovin. Tell us what you signed up for today.
If I bench 200 pounds just once, I'm out of a wheel of punishment that I've owed since last December.
Really? Oh, well, you think you can pull it off?
I don't know. I haven't benched in a while. At one time, I could definitely do that. I don't know if that time is now.
Okay, well, maybe Emperor Lomain can give you some advice. Let's take a little video of you practicing here. Paulie, do you think he can do it?
Can you get that? I'm going to say yes. McLovin is a bigger, stronger person than he gets credit for. If you don't look at him from the neck up, he's actually a pretty strong, fit person. He doesn't look like a fit person, though, if you know what I mean. I'm McLovin.
Yeah, well, you have to bench press your own weight, which is a pretty lofty goal. And, well, we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed for you.
In your case, Brock, it's a very lofty goal.
Absolutely. I just want you to know I can do the stack in the gym. Actually, a stack of pancakes.
There you can.
No, that's why I said it's a lofty goal. Look at me. I'm getting in and out of these chairs. That's how I get at my workout. Well, I'm sure you guys don't mind if we see who's stronger, do you? Let's have a quick segment of Game of Arms, shall we? A little arm wrestling? Back row, you want to start us off?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
There we go.
All right. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, the man who would bench 200 pounds versus the Emperor of Lomain.
Fritzy's intestines are
It should be noted that Fritzy's using his weak hand, his weak arm. Here.
Oh, look at the hair stand up on his head.
I can't finish him, Brock.
Is there a time limit? Come on, Fritzy, get in.
Come on, Fritzy, get in there.
John Elway's here.
Please don't use the phrase finish him when you're with Fritzy.
Peyton Manning wants you to win.
Look at it. It's funny that it almost looks like McLovin's not trying at all.
Oh, the point of this.
Here comes the sports hernia.
Come on, Fritzy.
I can't take him down.
Reach deep, buddy.
I can't
You gotta
take
go
him
over the top.
I can't take him down.
I'm actually holding his intestines.
Is the shirt bleeding?
We have to call a draw.
Don't give in, Fritzy. Don't do it.
I'm gonna pass out here.
It's without a doubt the most physical, most
falling out of my chair.
concerted.
Look at the top.
Oh my
He's
God!
gonna miss a week of work because of this, Brock.
Look at the wrinkles on Fritzy's head.
I'm calling 911.
I can't take him down.
Channel the Shack. Channel the Shack. Shack Fu, baby.
We're too far.
Shack
All right, I'm
Fu.
in 10 seconds.
All right, whoever,
Shazam.
in 10 seconds, whoever is closer.
Are you even trying? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wowzers.
Oh.
That was serious.
McLovin the victor.
That's all I had left.
Front row, let's have you.
That's
Bring on the front row.
Front row. Oh, you guys are.
All right. I don't know if this. Oh.
We're going left and right handed. Oh, Satan's got his hat on the West Virginia.
Keep it straight up.
Oh, guys. Oh, the hat backwards over the top.
Here.
Sliced alone.
You guys set? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I broke him. Oh, my land.
What happened there?
That was all about the hat.
Turn the hat backwards.
Wow.
Nothing worked there for Seton. Oh,
What
my
just
lands.
happened here?
Well, everyone bandage yourself up, please.
Popped his elbow.
Coming up, it's last call here in the box score. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the box score. I'm Brock here in the box score bar, the place I'm most comfortable. Well, I know there's some heavy breathing on the other side. Either Fritzy has made his way to his house, or no, we have a breaking story. That's what we have. So we're gonna go with Fritzy. What do you got?
Okay, breaking news. Porn girl Jess Brigham offers Vince Wilfork sex to keep him with the Patriots.
Oh.
Jess Brigham, I think this was a Paulie I-Team investigation that he passed on to me, so thank you for that. Jess Brigham, a woman who bills herself as a former Victoria's Secret model, is a diehard New England Patriots fan and willing to do just about anything to make sure her football team keeps its best players. After learning that defensive tackle Vince Wilfork reportedly has asked the team to release him, Brigham submitted her best offer to convince the big man to stay with the team. I'd bleep him if he stays, just saying. That offer goes to you too, Revis24. Welcome to New England.
Brock, I'm gonna jump in real quick. First of all, Fritzy this morning offered one idea for the show, and that was it. And I had nothing to do with that whatsoever. I actually put the kibosh on that as a topic for the show. So how that got pinned on me, I do not know.
Actually, now that I think about it, no, he's right. No, he's right. I always credit Paulie because usually all of these creative ideas comes
not the porn-related ones.
But no, we actually got that from one of our producer friends in Los Angeles that passed that along. I'll keep the names out of it. But it's
Bill Wagner.
He was smart to know. He was smart to know that that's something that's right up my alley, and I'm glad to actually be the one to report it to our box score friends.
Defense stays pat. Put a Wilfork in it. Hey-o. Okay. Wow, that begs the question. Did DP recruit you guys in the same way? Anything like that for you, Fritzy?
That would have been nice if he would have offered some type of sexual favors from some little hotties. I was married at the time when I started working with Dan about 12 years ago, so that would have been very awkward. And my wife was pregnant with our first child, so that was probably a good idea that he didn't offer up ladies as they do in various colleges to get recruits to come play for their teams. So it wasn't that exciting. He just said, I think you're really good at what you do, and why don't you join the staff? It was pretty much that simple.
When Dan recruited me to work for him the first time back in '02, we actually were downstairs at the bar, and we had wings and beer at the bar right downstairs from here, ironically. And then we went over to his house and ran through a truckload of Coors Light.
It's funny, actually. Dan actually took me to a bar as well, and we knew that we were kindred spirits right there, and a long bromance was born over many pints.
Many pints.
McLovin, how about
I
you?
actually don't recall being. I wasn't recruited.
You were a walk-on. You just walked on.
Then you were a stay.
Yeah, I was definitely a walk-on. Like I never actually. Dan has never said he actually wants me here.
Yeah.
So
He gave you a lot of clues that you know. Okay, so today's the last day, right? No, today's the last day, and then you come back again.
he actually, Brock. For the first 2 years on the show, I had 3 tires and this metal piece of junk, scrap metal as a desk. So I wasn't exactly recruited. No, I wouldn't say that.
And when we used to work in Dan's attic, I had the small desk, and McLovin would be sitting on the other side of it, sharing that what was already a small desk with me. So he had like 1 foot in Dan's closet where he keeps his ties and his sport jackets. And this little chair was really quite sad. He could barely fit his laptop on the desk.
Your desk was kind of lame too.
It was very weak. So imagine you were sharing a part of that lame desk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were off getting coffee, so it didn't matter.
Well, now he's sitting next to
We'll
royalty.
throw out the garbage.
Emperor Lomain, who's on next week?
Next week, new Buccaneers quarterback Josh McCown is going to join us on the show. Seth Davis is going to join us. That's both on Monday. Reggie Miller next week. Greg Anthony, Kenny Smith, just to name a few. So we're rocking and rolling.
All right, and that's a wrap for week 1 of the all-new Box Score. Come back 3 p.m. Eastern right after the Dan Patrick Show. Or set your DVR to Audience DirecTV channel 239. See you Monday on the Box Score.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the Box Score. Holy cow!